Not until a woman realizes that a man will communicate with the woman that he likes. It's not that men have issues communicating.
A man would
it's
do
that
any and everything y'all say men don't do with the woman he likes.
Yeah, you know how many men.
Did you hear what he just
Yes.
No, a man will do everything that y'all say men don't do and men ain't capable of, and ain't no more men like this. He would do all that without having to be prompted.
Yeah.
And he would do it with joy and glee for the woman he actually liked.
And
so sometimes it ain't, oh, he won't do it. He won't do it for you.
Go ahead, man.
Yep, that's the truth. I believe that 100%. I believe that with on well, not just men. I believe that with women as well. Like people will do any and everything. Some things you say they won't do for the person they really want. That has been proven over and over and over and over. No matter if they're a good person, if they're a good woman, a bad man, or a good man. If it's somebody they deem that they want and they want them bad enough, they will move heaven and earth trying to get that person and do what they want to do. They will go to any length to make sure that that person is in their life. They will take multiple things, all kinds of stuff to be with that person. And if a man really wants a woman, he will do whatever it is that that woman wants, whatever that woman likes, whatever that woman says she needs. He will go away and be with other women and come back because she's the one. I mean, look at him. Look at Steve Harvey. Look at Magic Johnson. Some women, that's just the way they are for, and they will do whatever it takes for those women. But then another woman can come along and she can be kind, she can be nice, she can be fine, she can be pretty. But if that's not the woman he wants, she's not getting it from him. She's just not gonna get it, and she's wondering what's wrong with me, honey. You just not it. You're not it for him. Men are very selective because certain women they deem as women that they'll sleep with, but that woman that they deem as their woman, there's no limit to what he'll do for her. He's gonna do it, and women don't get it.
That is that's not all the way true. That's not true. And it's a good thing for when men say these things for women to hear. And this is the stuff. And ladies, I'm really on your side. I'm really on your side. Uh y'all don't know what y'all want to do with me. Now the men say I'm bashing the men now. Women say I'm bashing women. Y'all don't know what the hell y'all want to say about me, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm really on your side. And y'all have to stop taking these kind of talking points to heart. It doesn't work like that. Now, yes, will a man do those things for you? Most likely, simps will. They will. Now, I'm not going to say that a man won't go farther with one woman than he will with another, because he will. Obviously, he will, because one woman he'll marry, the next woman he won't marry. The one woman he'll do this for, and one woman he'll do that for. It doesn't mean that it. What it is, guys, ladies, is that you can find your man, and if he says, well, in his mind, he has a baseline of what he's going to do for a woman, and he's going to stick to that baseline. Now, some women might not get to the top of the top of the chain. Some women might do. I mean, some might get to the top, some might not get to the top. Guys that do those type of things, that talk like that and say, well, I'll do anything for the woman I want, I'll do this here. Those are guys with scarcity mindsets. And when you find a man with a scarcity mindset, he focuses on only one woman. He deems that woman is the one woman, and there's no other woman out there that's going to be better than her. And you can't talk him off of the rock. He thinks that if, number one, if he gets that woman, it's going to up his value. It's going to up his ego about himself. He sees himself based around how women value him and how he's valued by his friends. Now, if you meet another guy that he cares, but he don't care about the how he's valued amongst peers, because every man want to be respected. So I'm not going to say nobody cares about what their peers think about them, but they don't lie all their value and all their fruit in that basket. They don't lie all their fruit and that value in the basket of women and how women feel about them. They just don't. And those guys are not going to do that. That doesn't mean they're bad guys, but they're not going to do that. A lot of people say, well, they're alpha male, but I ain't finna go that way because there's too many definitions of what people deem alpha males and all that stuff is. So I'm not going to lead you down that road. But if you walk around being naive, now you can if you want. I'm not going to tell you not to. But if you want to be naive and think that, go ahead and be my guest. Be my guest. And you'll find yourself in two places. You're going to find yourself with a man that you can probably walk all over, because once he get there, that's it. That's it. And if he say, well, I'll do everything, or there's no limit to what I'll do, that means probably whatever you tell him to do, he's probably going to do it. I don't give a damn if it's something that's going to get you turned upside down, flipped over, or whatever. He's going to do it. And then at the end of the day, he'll blame everything on you, and you're going to blame everything on him. And those are the guys that can't lead you really nowhere. They can't. So I would suggest that, as good as this sounds good, and women, that's how you lead women down the path, the wrong path anyway, or anywhere you want them to go, because y'all believe anything these niggas say. But if I were you, I wouldn't lean on taking this kind of advice. I would say that the man will do more for you than he will another woman. I won't say the man will do anything for you and there's no limitation, because I don't know what he mean by that, but I'm going by the choice of the word that he used. I'm strictly going by the choice of the words he used. And he said there's no limits. So that's when I'm going to take him at his word. And that's just simply not how it goes. It's just not.
I think you're misinterpreting what he's saying. You have a group of women that's sitting up there on the attack and saying they want this type of man, and a man needs to do this, he needs to do that, he needs to do this.
Well, hold up now. Mm-hmm. We got an audience here, and our audience is looking at that clip. Yeah, the audience not looking at nothing else. So we strictly speaking on the words that they use.
It doesn't matter about the words. He's saying that to these women because these women are saying what men need to do to have them. That's what he's saying. And he's saying to them, a man don't need to do all that if you the woman. He ain't going to do it for you, and he ain't going to do it for you because y'all are not his woman. That's what he's saying to them. You are not the woman that he deems to want to do those things for. They're implying that a man needs to do all these things for them. And he's saying, y'all keep saying that they got men out there that won't buy flowers, men that won't take you on dates, all these things men won't do. Yeah, men will do these things, but not for y'all. That's all he's saying. Men ain't gonna do these things for no superficial woman. They're gonna do it for the woman that they deem worthy. That's what they're saying. That's what he's saying. If I deem you worthy as the woman I want, I'm gonna do these things for you. But I ain't doing it for every woman just to show her that I want to date you. I like you. No, you'll be broke. You'll be a fool to be doing this for every woman that you meet, just because she feels like she's valuable and she should have these things. Just like a woman shouldn't be doing certain things for every man. Just because you're going out with a man, don't mean you should be cooking for him. Don't mean that you should be going to his house and cleaning up his house just because y'all dating. Everybody don't get that treatment.
Well, see that's another thing. We talk about communication, and I'm glad we're having this conversation, because guys, I'm finna show you something right here. Women and men communicate different. We take things for literally what it is for most time. Now, we understand when you're trying to go somewhere, but when you have a guy and when you're speaking to an audience and they on a podcast, you have to be very, very specific, because not everybody knows what you mean or trying to interpret what you're trying to say. Now, when you go into saying there's no limitation, you didn't have to use those words right there, first of all. And because people are literally going to take you for what you say if you're using those words. And if I'm a woman and I'm dating a man and I want him to do something that everybody around me might think that this is asinine, that you even making a demand for a man to do this thing for you or to do these things. But you're thinking, hey, there's no limitation what he's supposed to do for me. Ain't no limitation. In her mind, that's a seed that you planted. There are limits. There are guys that they're just simply not going to do that. They simply, or they don't see women that way. They don't see relationships that way. That doesn't mean that those are the best guys to be with, because they can lead you somewhere. They can lead you somewhere. Now we know it all. There are different things plays in it. That's not the only thing, but that right there is a good, that's a good variable. But to sit up here and think that, because I mean, I already told you, ladies, some of y'all, that's all y'all are ever gonna attract, or guys like that, and y'all think that's where it is, and you wonder why this shit never work out. And 9 times out of 10, you always blame him because you get tired of him and you just want to leave him, and that's it. You just want to leave him. You feel trapped. You want out because he's just not the man that you thought he was and you thought he could have been. And it's simple as that, because you let people like this guy, and I'm not trying to down the man. I mean, maybe he did use the wrong words and maybe he meant something else. But if you simply listen to these things and it's just not reality. If you get a man that's going to do that, then you're going to have to suffer with the other things that he brings to the table. And that's just that. I don't know how to put it no other way. I don't. I mean, we got tons of podcasts that, are of information out here. And I'm not saying I'm all the way right all the time, but damn, sometimes you have to take a step back and look at it a different way.